Hey guys, welcome back to P3D. We are here at Sydney Airport. And good FPS as well, which is pleasing. We've got Qantas A380 over there and British Airways 777. We're in the 747 off to San Fran today. And FPS is looking good at this and that airport. So, catering are just about to come soon. I think I can see them over there. So let's jump onto the flight deck and get everything powered on. So the battery can turn on standby power to auto. And wait for everything to configure itself properly. And wait for the FMC to load up here. And then we can connect to ground power. Which hopefully won't take too long. Okay. Hear the power. Here's our Q catering. Right, our FMC is loaded up, so we can go to ground connections, request ground power, dual jetway plugs, and wait for these to come available, and we'll turn them on. Just gonna check the IRS's options as well. It should be real, which means we could then align them straight away. It is 2:46 Zulu time, and 7 minutes till IRSs have aligned. We should start with probably open the doors for catering now. So this will be the doors page down here, and open the doors, and also for the cargo probably. Right, back to the FMC. Pause in it. Reference airport is Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee, which is Sydney at gate 8, and IRS. Just waiting for the GPS position to align. Hopefully it won't be too long. Check catering's loading. Textures loading. There we go. Are they doing anything? Yes, yes you are. Beautiful. Well, the GPS position. Oh, there we go. GPS position. Go ahead and go into there. And go to the route page. That can go to legs on that side. We could probably put the engine page on there. And also check. And click it properly. Yeah, that works. So options checked. So origin or company routes. So YSSY off to San Fran KSFO, like that. And the flight number today is Qantas. So QFA 73. Like so, we're taking off on runway 34 left today. I could take off on 34 right, but C8 is an extremely short runway, so I don't really want to take off on that. So perf in it. Let's go to the FS actions and check how much fuel and payload we need to take on today. So 148 and tons and 338 kilos extra, and the payload so 0308 of 225.3. Catering is done. Go close those doors. And passengers start boarding. So 048 can now go in, which is 225.3. And the final reserve as well is 4. Cost index of 85. And cruising at starting off at 330. So we should come over here. Have some set climbs. There we go. Up to 410, which is crazy height. We only get up to 390 in PFPX, so doesn't matter. It's whatever the aircraft thinks it should be doing. So we're going to do a 10% D rate and 25 degrees. That gives us N1 of 104 at 0.5%. So takeoff page. I can hear the passengers being boarded on now. Jetway is being operated. The CG can go in and taking off from flaps 15. No, this is not the 777 or anything. This is flaps 10. So there we go. Right. Okay. So. Six minutes to IRS's lines, and I can just hear that. Just see the passengers being boarded. I might. Sorry, this sound's gonna go. If I just bring the volume up for the quality thing. So, barrier reference. Well, not barrier reference, but oh, they're synced, aren't they? Forgot about that. And so. YSSY is a 1015 at the moment. Like so. Go outside. It's probably going to take a while for the baggage to arrive. Won't be too long, hopefully. So, let's come down to here. Up as well. If I do like that, I get the whole page. Emergency lights are armed. So nav light can come on, and that's it really for now until most of the stuff has been boarded on and they're ready for pushback. So it's 4 minutes till IRSs have lined. Once that's done, I might turn the VORs on now. Terrain and data, weather and data. And down here we go down to WX plus T. So that's a 2000. Apparently it's already in TARA. Turn that off. Well, I'll catch you up once the baggage has been boarded. And see once the IRS is aligned and passengers, everything's boarded onto the plane and they're ready to go. Goodbye. And welcome back. And the after cargo has just finished being boarding, and we've got the last one just coming up here now. So we can probably shut the back door, as I like to call it. Passengers still being boarded. It's taking them so long. And we can probably put the depart and arrive in. But first, no, we should put the departure and arrival in. That might change our VSP. So 3-4 left on a. It's my charts. Oh, okay, not doing it. 3-4 left. Yes, I'm supposed to be doing around Marib 6 departure, which is out of 3-4 right. So it's going to be a bit of a tight takeoff. It's 2,400 meters long, that which I don't really trust. So I'm going to raise that. I'm going to go 3-4 left. I'm going to take a look at the charts, which I can do a not a Marib 6, but a Will 2 looks good. So did I just see something? Any Kadon? Kadon doesn't look like one. I'm going to do World 2 and execute that in and take a look at what that has entered. That looks like a solid departure. Yep, that's good. So, put the back to takeoff. Yeah, takeoff speeds have been deleted. So back to NRF, and 184 is the VT speed today. And runway heading is 35. And we'll put this back up to 330. Hopefully it won't be too long till the passengers have been boarded into the aircraft. That's on legs page, that's on takeoff reference, that's just there. Passengers have just been boarded now. 4 cargo's closing and doors are all closing now. Wait for that doors to be closed and we can arm all doors. Arm all. And wait for the cargo door to close and we will request for pushback. So, before we do that, we can turn all the fuel pumps on. Like so. We definitely have fuel in the centre. Yes, we do, definitely. Just centre, no auxiliary or anything else. Or the stabilizer. Yeah, so get rid of the jetway. So noisy inside the cockpit today. So what we're going to do now is turn the T-gas on. Also test it. Once that's tested and it works, we're going to request GSX for pushback. And we will be on our way. Fuel pumps are all on. Fuel pumps are all on. So what we do is... Okay, that's passed, so let's go request pushback now. I think I go straight KSFO. Right, so hydraulics auxiliary and auto and all these there should make a proper engine start. If you do auto in those ones and they're not boxed there, it doesn't quite work. So beacon come to both, showing that our engine start is coming soon. Start the APU. Once the APU started, we should be alright. Set the parking brake, come to ground connections. Come up here to the MCP, get to stat page, you can see the N1 of the APU here. I think it's 100%. The generators should turn on and we can be on our way. So Gen 1 on and Gen 2 can now come on and we can release the wheel chocks. GSX will now be happy. You see the dynamic lighting on the aircraft here. From P3D version 4. It's amazing. That must look really amazing at night when you just get the flash on the lower nose. Right, we are definitely not parking in the correct spot. We're going to be at the back there, but GSX didn't quite like that, so I had to stick with this place here.
Departure check completed. Flight has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes are released.
Clear. Start that wheel.
Starting a wheel. So, engine 4 and 3, and bang on the fuel. Should be on the engine page over here. And you can hear them start up. Got a black A380 over there. Qantas. Oh, 2 Qantas. 777, no, A330, I believe then. A bit too close to the wing there. Feel like I should have the engine like that. There we go. Let's reset that. Got the Sydney skyline in the background. Wait for the engines to fully start and we pull the next 2 ones. They come back to overhead panel there. Once it's clicking and the white lights go, we'll turn on start of 1 and 2, and the fuel obviously will go in straight away. Hopefully it won't be too long. Stabilizing soon, and because we're doing straight pushback, you have to quickly check outside and check if everything's going alright. I think we should stop the pushback here. So stop here. And like normal, the plane randomly goes forward. Like so, which is perfect. I don't know why that does that, but that needs to be fixed. And we're starting engine 1 and 2 now. Banging the fuel. And you can see them start up here. Just checking, like, most of them are a bit equal. Okay, engine's fully powering on now. The flight directors can come on. Oh, those pins are already turned in already. That's nice. That engine started quickly. Packs are off, and once the generators come on, AP generators are off, we can set this to auto, AP can come off, and the packs can now come all to normal. Before I did that, I thought everything was alright, so seatbelts and no smoking should have came on. Flight direct door is auto. Should be on denial for takeoff, so this one also. Start the timer. We can now set the trim of 7.4. So that's 7, and then I'd say that's 7.4 down there. We can also do this flight check, flight control check. So 4 left. That's good. 4 right. Nice. All the way down. All the way up. Rudder left. Rudder right? No, rudder right, then rudder left, sorry. I keep saying that. That's good. Lights come on. And we're ready to go. So bring a bit of power. Release the parking brakes. So we're going down to flaps 10, aren't we? So that's flaps 1, flaps 5 and flaps 10. And it'll spin the aircraft round. Wow, okay. This aircraft is enormous. There's a Qantas 737 there. Got quite a long taxi today, so what I'll do is I'll go into this view. Hopefully the rendering of the video will not be the same as the flight at Amsterdam to St. Martin, I think it was, when I sped up the video so much it started flashing. So there's our runway right ahead of us now. So it's going to go right, and I'll literally taxi all the way down Alpha, and then we'll reach the runway. Well, 3, 4 left. So, let's see the takeoff, and goodbye. And welcome back. Sorry about taxiing so bad. Just trying to work out why the AI was taking off on the wrong runway. It turns out we got like pretty much a solid crosswind, and they don't really understand the way the airport works. So they just take off on their own little, the way they like to take off. So we're going to take off, and as what we should normally get from ATC, let's jump back into the cockpit. Hopefully there's no aircraft taking off. So we can actually use our chase plane to zoom in, and we should have not seen the aircraft there, which means we're clear to take off. Nothing on the overhead that's making us look anything bad. All the lights can come on, strobe can come on. Make sure we're not overdoing. Yeah, my taxiing is really bad today. Flaps down to 10. Everything's good for takeoff. We're good for so we're good. Got a bit of a glitch there. Fly Tampa scenery. So what we'll do is, do I see an aircraft down there? No. Okay, we're good. So, to start the timer, let's be on our way. So around about 50% N1 will do. Just check if the engines get all stabilised. And we'll hit Toga. There we go. And there's Toga. We're looking for 103 degrees. It looks like on there. Not degrees, percent. 103 degrees would be pretty bad. So, that's 80 knots. I think you call that an Airbus. Boeing, sorry. I think Airbus is you call 100 knots. Right.
V1.
That's V1. And rotate. Just try not to get tail strike. So keep the nose up high. Try and get down to that speed. Positive flying, gear up. Got the shadow down there. Speed's coming down now. Reduce the nose. We see the Sydney skyline? No. Right, we come to the left now. Our nav and VNav can be activated, as well as the autopilot center. Okay, no, it can't because we're a bit off. Okay, there we go. Autopilot is on. And we climb. To check the transition altitude at Sydney, which is 10,000 feet. Go back to the legs page. We've got a restriction at 7,000, that's fine. Hope you enjoy the takeoff. That was a bit weird with the AI traffic. It's fine, I just don't understand the flight rules. Texture's just gone there at Sydney. It's normal. So let's get to about 40 nautical miles on there and bring this one up all the way. Not all the way, but around there will be good for me. Yeah, well, pretty good takeoff. We can probably now reduce the flaps down to 0. And I should have set the auto brake to RTA, but that's fine. It was a successful takeoff. That pull to open. As you can see, spec creation. Nice. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the takeoff today. Got lovely Sydney going on around here. Lots of suburbs going on. As you can see below us, Autogen. FPS looking better than normal, which is pretty happy with that. I did reduce just a couple settings. Not a lot, don't worry. I'll see you in the descent into San Fran. Hope you enjoy the cinematics, and goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back to the descent down into San Fran. We're just passing the transition altitude, set standard pressure, and set the barrier reference, which at San Fran it is currently 1012. So we're going to set that in. If you can find it. The click spot there. So 1012. Can't in the VNAV. I did get up to the cruising of 4,100 feet. 410,000 feet, which is pretty high. It's crazy. Flight level 410. All the fuel's configured for the descent and everything else is done. Hash signs are on auto, but I'm just putting them on now. So yeah, a long flight, 12 hours and 42 minutes. We should go to InnerF, and we just passed Dunsby. So what we're going to do, spin the nose round. We click select first. Gonna head for like 090, like so, and skip SFO. Gonna go straight to Archie, like so. There we go. And we will set the barrier reference for the approach, which is going to be at 220. If it'll let me select it. There we go. 200, 100, 200. Oh, okay, that's gone too far then. 270, 220, like so. Gosh, so difficult. Right, there we go, 220. So Archie should, as you can see here, we're going to go spin out to Archie and come back round. So it's 800. Like so. So we hold 800 on 800? No, 8,000, sorry. So we hold at 8,000 as we arrive down into San Fran. The airport's just back here. Somewhere. Don't know if you can see it. Oh, there's the plane. Yeah, I can't see the airport anywhere. There's San Carlos, I think that is. KSQL. Bit faster, spin at speed brakes. Bring that speed down. What's going on? 230. So. Cloud level there. I don't think we caught the glide slope. That's impossible. Got some mountains ahead of us. We shouldn't really be hitting that, so I think it's fine. Let's give it a while. There we go. And zoom in on this page as well. And get a solid approach down to into San Fran. So it's just about passing 10,000. So let's go and turn the lights on. There we go. Nav, strobe, and beacon is on. The flight today was a bit crazy. Went through the day at Sydney, took off at like midday, and then we go through the whole night, and we come back into land at about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure what it is, but it's 15:58 Zulu. What was that? Yeah, 15:58 Zulu. Yeah, I did init RAF and flaps 30 of a speed of 141 knots. It's pretty slow. What does it recommend here? Yeah, 141 is our speed. So I'm going to put that in here. Like so. We could put that to 150 to make sure. Just that one there. Because it's 6 miles off. There's Archie. What we're going to do, as soon as we hit parallel with it, we're going to start our turn. Pretty much activate our nav again. There we go. Going to hold at 8,000 feet now. Get rid of the speed brakes. And wait for us to get parallel with Archie. Right. Coming towards it now. You can probably zoom in so much. No, we can't. It's kind of hard to see. I'll say we activate it now. It should take us off to the right. I'm going to keep the speed intervene on. Like so. I'm being a bit quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate on landing, which is like normal. We're going to arm the speed brakes. And where's the auto brake? Auto brake 1. It should be fine for this runway. As the runway length, the KSFO is 3,600 meters long. So I think we're pretty solid there. Pretty solid, so. There's some mountains there. If I bring this round and select this heading, should do a tighter turn. If not, it's fine. I don't mean to do that. Thanks. Can I select this also thing? No. LNAV. Okay, let's activate LNAV and set the runway heading of 284. So we're cleared for Z-I-L-E-D. Sealed Z. I don't know how people pronounce that. So auto brakes 1, speed brake is armed, passive signs are on. I should have actually set the gear to be off. It's fine, it's fine. Engines look like they're not spinning at all. But it's just the illusion. It's fine. Don't worry about that. So we should be there at 6,000 feet, which we will actually start descending down to, because we're like a line there on the VNAV. Not long to go till we land. If we go down to the FFC and check the program page, you can see KSFO apparently at 16:09 Zulu, which is in 7 minutes. 7 minutes to landing with 17.9 tons of fuel, which is perfect. Gear down will be coming. Yeah, we're going to go gear down at 1800 feet when we hit Axmal, which it should be activated in here. Little Axfield's here. 1,800, yeah, that's good. We go straight to this waypoint here. Then the LNAV can activate and just go towards it. Gonna set this down to go around altitude of 3,000. Is it above? go around isn't at 3,000, isn't above 3,000, so set this down to 3,000 there, like so. Let's keep that in. I think that's a bit of a speed, big speed change there, so we're going to do that, and then that. Like so. That should start slowing us down soon. Once we get onto the final approach, you can see these dotted lines here. I'm going to start bringing the flaps down. And apparently we're now just caught the VS, and we need to descend fast. So it's going to... Yes, there we go. For some reason it brings up the speed. Right, I'm going to bring down the flaps now. So flaps 1, flaps 5. 3 brakes are extended, that is absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about that. And just coming onto the final approach. Are we bringing it back any? Here we are. Okay, getting back onto the height we should be at. Slowly there, very slowly. Very stupid of me. Just wasn't really aligned with it. Let's bring this down to 200. No, 1,800. 180. Like so, and bring the flaps down one more. Which I think just in range for that. Whew. Right, do I have the airport in sight? That's the question. That is the question right now. Do we have it in sight? I can't really see it. There's a lot of clouds in the way. Clouds are very low at San Fran today. I love this approach into San Fran as you go over the lake and the airport appears out of nowhere over the land. VNAV is just coming up now. So, yeah, VS again, just try not to do this normal thing, hold at 3,000, we want to keep descending down. Run about 2,000 feet a minute. Be good. And we can probably activate VNAV soon. Keeps wanting to go to that, so we're going to go activate VNAV. Actually, autopilot is disconnected. And, you see the ILS here on the glide slope. You can activate the approach there. Ouchies alert, that's fine. On the approach.
2,500.
Probably release the speed brakes and arm them now. And bring some more flaps down to 20. And gear can come down as we hit 2,000, I'll say now. We are getting a bit low. That is the Golden Gate Bridge, apparently, as is the Golden Gate, I think. I think, no, we're not. Golden Gate, we went over ages ago, sadly. Okay, a bit to the right. Bring the nose down again. Bring the nose to the right, and down, and gear down. Should create a bit more drag. The cabin already, heard them ding. I still don't have visual on the runway. I need to still bring it to the right. Flaps down to 25. Doesn't like that yet. Let's wait. Okay, now we can do it. Gonna land into some mist today. So still gonna bring the gear down. No, not down. So bring this down to 151, which I think the VF speed was 141 actually. Like so. Got flaps 30, gear is down, and we're descending. Now we're a bit too more to the right, and we need to bring it down to the left, and get back onto that glide slope. Still don't have visual on the runway.
1,000.
Right, I've got visual on the runway now. That's good. It's just past that clouds, and we can start doing our visual approach. There's 2 whites and 2 reds, which is really good. There we go, the aircraft has found the runway as well. Got 13 knot crosswind, so I'm going to keep the nose a bit to the left, heading into the crosswind. And get ready to hit the auto throttle arm. Need to really get with that crosswind. Yeah, we've got 4 reds at the moment. Just telling us to get back into the middle. Start bringing the nose down. Remember, we are on the 747, so we'll touch down so earlier than you think. Get rid of the auto throttle. Auto throttle is disconnected. There's an aircraft on the runway. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. It's good. The lights are going crazy yet. Right, idle power.
50. 30.
Should get touchdown soon.
10.
There we go. Some reverse. And welcome to San Francisco. As you can see, the FPS has got a lot better than normal, getting around about 20. There we go. Idle now. Let's release. And we'll come off on this exit here. That was a good landing. It was a bit stupid with the VNAV at the moment. Right, flight director can come off, and the auto throttle alarm can come back up again. Auto brakes, that's perfect. We need to disarm that, and we can clean up. So that can go away, and all the flaps can come up. If I actually saw where it came off at. Okay, Tango here. So we came off Tango. It's just easier for my taxiing around the airport. So Shobes can come off. Came off at Tango, so we pretty much crossed the next runway. Down here. And request YSSY-KSFO gate. No, we want to go like this. We need to go gate. Here we go. So we're going to go to gate C. Charlie. Apparently Charlie Heavy is too small. I don't know where they parked, but it's in Terminal 1, so which is actually now gate B or A. So let's go to B. They're all too small. Let's go and try A now. There's a United 737. United Express, that's not something, that might be an Embraer. Gate A, here we go. So we're going to park at gate A. A7, I would say. And I do not request to follow me. And I would like to be Delta, will be fine. That aircraft just landed down there. I'm sure it's a 777, I think. No, 787 United. Just taxiing down Alpha at the moment. Is that a JetBlue? I can't quite see. Got United Express come around here. I think it's Terminal 1 coming up soon. So 747 destroying this little Embraer. Yes, I should probably back off it in this a bit. And we should go and start the AP now, as that will be required. There's that 787 United there. Oh, Jetways is loaded in there. Probably the crap county. slowly taxiing behind this aircraft. Ever so slowly. Our gate is literally on the end of this taxiway, which is perfect. Well, not at the end, but near the end. Got a taxi down this Alpha, and then we go down to hotel. The work in progress part at part 10 and 1 has been redone. Both of the Bravo stands. If I go to outside top down, as you can see, this here is I'm about to crash into that umbrella. This is the Charlie stands here, and this is Bravo. Apparently that's all fine and it's not work in progress anymore. Everything is parking on there. That's not what it says in here, but that's fine. And our stand is right here. I think you can just visualize GSX here. Do not look where my plane is sitting right now. So actually, let's zoom out and look at the whole of San Fran International Airport. It's pretty big, isn't it? I could probably stop the timer on that one there. So a 13-hour flight time. As soon as we come past this little bit here, go left. Am I right? Yes, you see, we go left, and literally we come into our gate like that, which is perfect, which is why I chose gate 7. Because United Express is going taxiing so slowly. I don't know, is it? It might be just me taxiing too fast, to be honest. I think they get taxiing about 10 knots, I would say. So let me slow down to that speed. Right. Taxi off to the left. Actually, that taxi bit isn't there. There is not being used at the moment, as apparently it is work in progress. So let's try and stick with the realism here and come down here. Try and get us away from this United Express. It's taxiing so slowly. Hopefully our wing does not hit it. There's our gate right here. Jetway lights are just loading in. Right, what I'll do is turn off all the lights now. Don't want to blind any marshallers going on. I think that marshaller is inside the building. Yes, pretty much. And we shall start slowing down into the gate. Just trying to get a line of this yellow line first of all. Then we can actually start seeing the. We can actually see this guy now. I don't quite trust him, so if I actually see what I'm doing, great. You see the 747-400 is here. Where we're going to park. Like so. Pretty much bang on. Was the GSX say about that? They're not happy with me doing that. That's fine. Get to the doors page. We can. APU's on, right? Yes, we can hit the APU generators. They are now on. Engine generators are off. We can now actually shut down the engines. Like so. Okay, request the jetway. There it comes. And request deboarding. It says please cut engines. Engines are cut. Deboarding is now requested. That's good. Well, hope you enjoyed the flight with us today at Qantas 74. 73, can't actually remember. Let me just check. Yeah, Qantas 73 with you. Hope you enjoyed the flight. It's pretty long, about 12 hours long, 13 hours, something like that. We can actually go and double check. Yeah, 13 hours flight. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it, as well as the cinematics. We got a bit of sunrise on the tail light, not light, but tail view, I should say. It's been a long flight for the 747-400ER. The Spirit of Australia Qantas from Sydney up to San Francisco. A bit of a crazy descent, as the VNAV did not kick in. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the flight today, and I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye.